Quazi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the imitation technique. And this is a powerful way to enter identity shifting, which is the most powerful way and the most powerful paradigm to make use of in terms of manifestation. Before I begin this video, I wanted to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll a competition at the end of the week for a chance to win this book for free, just comment Life Mastery down below. And at the end of the week, I'll announce one winner to win a free ebook version of this book. You can get it for $12 on Amazon, or you can just win it for free. Just comment Life Mastery down below. Also, I'm excited to announce that the Reality Mastery program is still open for enrollment, and we're still holding free consults for a limited time only. So if you're interested in that, wait till the end of the video for the announcement. So with that, let's get started with this video. Now in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what is known as the imitation technique. And this is a powerful way to use identity shifting in your life. Now, identity shifting is my closely guarded secret on the most powerful paradigm of manifestation, because everything that I manifested in my life was all a result of who I became. Now, this is again another very, very powerful reality principle that derives from a book called Reality Transurfing. But the imitation technique is from the follow-up copy, or the sequel, if you will, of this book called Tufti the Priestess by the same author. And his name is Vadim Zeland. And Vadim Zeland writes about quantum physics, and he used to be a quantum physicist who turned into this esoteric teacher of reality and how the events occur in it. So basically, reality transurfing is a powerful way to manage your reality. And if you haven't read this book, it's literally the Bible of manifestation. Definitely give it a check out. And with that, let's get into this video. Now, why do I talk about reality transurfing? Well, because in this book, there are two ways to view reality. The first method and the first way to view reality is that it's a film and a script, and everything unfolds in frames. Nothing will ever, it's just everything is unfolding in little frames at a time. And if you systematically turn a slide of your final goal in your mind's eye, then it'll eventually manifest itself into reality. And if you live consciously, then you can break free from that fate model that we've all been taught and enter the reality creator model, in which you actually manifest a reality that you want consciously. Because we've been living unconsciously, we're subject to a predetermined script, and we can't play our own scripts no matter how much we like, no matter how hard we try. So this film and script model explains that part of reality. But in this video, we're going to be talking about identity shifting. And why identity shifting works is because it aligns to the second principle and the second model of viewing reality, which is that reality acts as a mirror. So it's both a film and a script, and it's also a mirror. And what this mirror is, by the way, if you don't know this concept of the reality mirror, click up here. And what this mirror is basically it reflects your attitude towards it. And why things like gratitude, things like identity shifting, becoming your ideal self and feeling good. Why all of these work is because the mirror reflects this good attitude that you have. The mirror reflects this illusion that you present to it. Now, this mirror and reality itself loves to present you with illusion. It loves to present you with illusions after illusion after illusion. However, if you present an illusion to the mirror, it has no choice but to reflect it. I'm serious. So if you present this illusion to this mirror, it has no choice but to reflect it. And the mirror principle is so powerful, and it's so key that you implement it in your life right now. Like one of my clients, she just recently implemented it, and she started getting more clients into her whatever she's selling and her artwork she's selling. And this is all a result of the Reality Mastery program. So, if you're interested, again, wait for the announcement on that at the end of the video. But continuing with the imitation technique, you might be wondering what this means, and you might not even be clear about identity shifting. And the imitation technique works is because you're presenting an illusion to this mirror by imitating this thing that you're trying to become. So what the imitation technique is as follows. Basically, what you want to do is find a mentor or someone that you look up to. So find a person that you look up to in that selected field. So for example, if you're trying to be an attractive person and if you're trying to get your dream partner or attract girls into your life, whatever it is, or guys into your life, think of a charming person that you've seen in a movie. For me, I used to think about George Clooney and Hank Moody from Californication, and he was like really awesome, and he would just get girls swarming over him. So I was like, oh, if I embody that version, that person, and those qualities, then I'll become this. And in every single field of my life, whenever I embodied like a certain celebrity who has that very thing that I want, I actually started getting that thing in my life, and it sort of worked magically. I just couldn't explain why. But this is the imitation technique. Now that I read about it in Tufty, now I can explain that, this mirror is just reflecting whatever illusion you're presenting to it. So the general rule of the imitation technique is step 1, find a mentor in that particular field of your life that you're trying to excel in. If you're trying to become an attractive person, think about a celebrity that's attractive and has girls swarming over him or her, or whatever it is, or guys swarming over her, or whatever it is, vice versa. Second, what you want to do is work on not embodying everything, not copying everything, but rather just embodying their general state, their general sense of being, and how they would feel, and how they would act, and just their general air about them. Work on embodying and copying that fully. Now, you want to copy it, and you might be thinking, well, that's copying. This is faking it. This isn't real. And again, that's exactly what I'm saying. You must fake it till you make it. People who say don't fake it till you make it, they just don't know how this works. Like, if you fake it, then reality's mirror will reflect this illusion, and you will be able to just embody that version fully, because now reality, through this reflection, will actually give you the things that ideal, that version of yourself would have. So by copying someone's state of being, you're actually emulating the results that they would get in their lives. So what your subconscious and your unconscious mind says to you is, since I'm behaving like this and I'm acting like this, then I must be getting this sort of result. And then cognitive dissonance kicks in, and it says, since X, then Y. Well, now, since Y, then X. Since I'm behaving like this, then I must be getting X. So the mirror of reality doesn't differentiate between what's the object and what's the reflection. So image and reflection doesn't differentiate. As the image, so the reflection. As the reflection, so the image. So again, it's crucial that you look at the video on the reality mirror before moving forward. And this is the reason why this technique, this imitation technique works. So step 1, again, to recap, find a field in your life that you're trying to excel in, and then find a mentor in that field of area. For me, if it's a successful entrepreneur and a successful coach, I'll probably look at Tony Robbins and how he does things, and then try to embody him to the fullest. Now, most of the times it can be difficult trying to find someone to embody. Even if you can make fun of them, that's still embodying them to a certain level. Like, literally try to live like them, what they would do in this scenario, how they would speak, how they would conduct themselves. Just their general state of being. You don't have to dress like them or anything. If you can, then that's great. But you don't have to copy everything. It's just important to copy their general state and their sense of being. Once you start doing this, you start getting results like them. It's as simple as that. This is why this reality mirror is so powerful, because you're presenting an illusion to the mirror of reality. And now, if you hold this illusion for long enough, it has no choice but to reflect this illusion by giving you the material things that you desire. Those are just the 2 simplest steps to using this imitation technique in your life. So what I want you to do from now on is understand what it is you're trying to achieve and who has that. Like, which celebrity, which mentor that you look up to has that. And then how are they? Like, how do they conduct themselves? Be like them. So the ideal way you want to do this is just focus on being and embodying that version. Because whenever you take those qualities, like that brilliant quality that person has, the quality of attracting abundance into their life that they have, then you make it your own. Because you'll still be the unique you, but you'll just have those qualities of that person. Does that make sense? So work on embodying the qualities to its fullest. Make that a priority. And then everything else after that. So the main priority is their general state of being and the qualities that they're embodying. Work on embodying those in that way. And with that, that's the imitation technique. Now, going back to why this works, you must check out the reality mirror to understand the concept of identity shifting and why identity shifting works, and why that, the two principles of the mirror reality and how you can implement them into your life. I definitely encourage you to check that video out. Now, to go on to identity shifting and why embodying a different version of you works is because most people are focused on the lowest paradigm of manifestation, which is having. So they're only focusing on what they can have and what they can take. When you focus on that, then you're at the lowest paradigm, nothing really goes your way. The next level above that is the doing paradigm. When people focus on doing, it's at least more energetic than just having and focusing on having. And when you focus on doing, then you take action and you do whatever is necessary to manifest your goal in this current frame. Now, the highest level is the being paradigm. Whenever you work on becoming and embodying a certain version, then subsequently that reality and the having and the doing just come in place on their own. So whenever you prioritize being, then the doing and the having come into place. Everything that I've personally attracted in my life was all a result of who I embodied and what I became. And I want this for all of you as well. So to fully recap, the mirror principle is what makes the imitation technique possible. The imitation technique is 2 steps. First step, you just work on finding a mentor in that particular area of your life that you're trying to excel in, and then work on embodying the qualities that they have and not just every little detail. But if you can do that, then go for it. I don't know, experiment with it, see what works for you. So for example, if you want to, for me, when I did the attractive person, I looked at George Clooney. And it's good to find a mentor that you can have something in common with. So for me, it would be difficult for me to emulate Tony Robbins because he's just a giant and, he talks like, but I just can't do that. Maybe I'll make fun of some celebrity or some entrepreneur like Sam Ovens and the way he talks and how he's robotic, but then eventually I'll start embodying those qualities. It all starts with you just making fun of someone and then you eventually become that person. It's really crazy how that works. You'll see that. So even if you make fun of this celebrity, this mentor, go for it. Work on embodying those qualities they have as well, the qualities that you desire. And then as a result of embodying those qualities, you'll enter that reality of that person and start getting results like that person. So always remember to ask yourself, what would this person do and how would they do it? If you can answer these 2 questions, then you're good. Then you're working on embodying it. So for me, whenever I would talk to girls and I would think about George Clooney, I'm like, oh, what would George Clooney do in this instance? What would Brad Pitt do in this instance? What would Hank Moody do in this instance? And how would they do this? How would they talk to this girl? How would they speak? How would they do that? How would they hold themselves, etc., etc. So it's really, really important that you practice the imitation technique because this is the single most powerful way to enter identity shifting. So again, thank you for watching this video and remember to like, leave me a comment, and also subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified of any new videos that I post. I'm also excited to announce that I'm growing a massive Facebook group. We have around 1,200 members now. Let's see if we can get us up to 1,500 by the end of May. So click on the link below to join, and I hope I see you there. It's a great community, and I would love for you to be a part of it and experience and also benefit from just a group of like-minded individuals in there. Also, like I mentioned before, the Reality Mastery Program is open for enrollment. And if you didn't know what the Reality Mastery Program was, it's basically catered around this principle of identity shifting, which I found to be the most powerful principle of reality. That if you work on being and becoming, then you'll subsequently get what you want. Like no one really tells you how to be. Everyone tells you how to do and what to have, but no one really tells you how to be within yourself. And once you work on embodying this ideal version, this is the biggest secret. Once you work on embodying that version of yourself that gets that thing, then you get it. So I've developed a system where I help people, transform into the versions of themselves that actually experiences that reality, and as a result, they attract that reality. For myself, when I embodied that 4.0 GPA version of Quazi, I got a 4.0 GPA. When I worked on embodying the attractive version of Quazi, I manifested my ideal partner. When I embodied the social version of Quazi, I got more friends. When I embodied the version of myself that has the ideal physique that I wanted, then I got 6-pack abs and I got jacked and I lost weight. When I embodied the version of myself that's an entrepreneur and a successful coach, then I was able to quit my 9-to-5 and just do this full time, what I'm passionate about full time. So I hope and I wish for all of this to be possible for you as well. So if you're interested, I'm doing a free consult. Click on the link in the description below, where I will be taking 45 minutes to an hour to see what your current law of attraction practices are and how you can implement identity shifting into your life right now. So if you're interested in that, definitely click on the link in the description below, and I hope I see you there. Till next time, peace!